One of the age-old concerns in the sport of baseball is the overuse of pitches causing arm injuries for pitchers. Safe to say, arms have been twisted from top to bottom to keep the sport consistent, so the UIL implemented a pitch count to track pitcher usage, effective immediately this spring.
If we all get on the same page, we'll take care of kids and we'll see less injuries down the road. You know, you're having to develop more kids pitching-wise, you're monitoring it.
You're going to have a lot more one-game series, which is sad because, baseball should be a 2 out of 3 series. When you get into some of the other schools who have one pitcher, maybe two, it gets iffy when you got to start keeping track of pitch counts. You got, like when we were in the tournaments, that was very hectic, trying to keep that pitch count, knowing that we had a district game the following Tuesday. It made it a little confusing.
The smaller schools are the schools that I think are going to have the biggest adjustment just from the depth of kids. In a lot of ways, it's a blessing. It forces you to go out and develop some younger kids and develop some bullpen depth, which is going to be important when you get into the playoffs.
I really don't think it's that big of a deal about the pitch count and the rules of it because we really never stretch guys out that far. What catches you is the number of days in between.
There's certainly pros and cons with the depth of various pitching staffs. Often PA announcers turn scorekeepers like Lon Oakley at Northeast ISD in San Antonio have to be on their toes, keeping track of the number of pitches thrown by each pitcher.
Right fielder number 7, Jorge Colazo. Butch hits them manually and it displays in the windows for the coaches to be able to see. You actually track each pitcher by each time they deliver a pitch. Kid can throw 45 pitches, he has to have a day's rest. Then he goes to 65 pitches, 2 days rest, 85 pitches, 3 days rest, and then if he exceeds 110 or more, he's got to rest for 4 days.
Worth noting, pitchers can finish the at-bat after reaching 110 pitches and then are forced to leave the mound but can stay in the field to play another position even on a rest day. Umpires are not responsible for the pitch count, though, or enforcing it. One of the UIL representatives for the Texas High School Baseball Coaches Association is John Carter, who's also the head coach of the Round Rock Dragons. He said when he first found out about this new UIL pitch count rule, he was a little suspect at first, but now he realizes it is best for all involved. What was the initial reaction?
Oh my, what are we going to do? Susan Elza called me and Dr. Breidup and Rex Sanders, and we all got together in the Coaches Association, started putting our heads together. What's the best way we can do this to implement it through NFHS? I think we worked really well together. We got a good plan together. The Medical Advisory Board, my hat's off to them for taking the initiative to try and take care of kids because, with the Tommy John injuries that are taking place, I've had several that I've had to deal with through the years, and we need to make sure we're taking care of these kids at a younger age.
Kids are playing year-round now. I think that's probably a good idea because we're seeing so many injuries that hopefully this will deter it some.
Yeah, I think the UIL pitch count's great for a couple of reasons. One, it's going to spread the innings out to more kids, so I think you're really going to be able to see which teams have more depth versus just the team that has the one stud that pitches every game and can beat everybody. That, to me, is not true baseball.
UIL Executive Director Dr. Charles Breidup is most concerned with what is best for the health of these young athletes.
We in the summer sped up our process, and I'm so proud of our Texas High School Baseball Coaches Association and the Texas High School Coaches Association Baseball Advisory Committee coming together to collaborate. In fact, this is their pitch count plan. They all wanted a pitch count and believe that it's necessary. I think our biggest issues are with our smaller schools who often ride one pitcher throughout the season.